What's up YouTube? Caracas here, and today I will bring you my national deck profile. I know I usually do deck profiles on a Sunday, but I was very hungover yesterday, so you're getting it on a Monday and you're gonna have to deal with it. So yeah, I played Qliphort for the event. I'm not gonna go through most of the choices. I just rather want to go going through what I would change of the build, because I do feel that the build I took wasn't the most optimal build I could play, but it was what I could get at the time. So yeah, anyway, let's start off with the best card in the deck, Monolith. You play two Summoners Arc because you want to see this. This like is the best card in the deck. And you play like this. It's not great. Like, who wants to get cowboyed every turn? You know? Yeah. So yeah, they're the vanillas. Like, this is good. This is bad. Then you play two stealth. Well, I play two stealth. And playing 3 again made me realise just how broken this card is. Like, any card that says your opponent can't respond is just stupidly broken, in my opinion. The amount of times I got around back row just with this card is ridiculous. Like, people were trying to, like, torrential me, bottomless me. I'm like, nah, it's a stealth mate. And I played one shell. Yeah, that card's terrible. Don't play it. The amount of times I opened it, it was absolutely god awful. First thing I did when I changed the build was take out the stealth. And for the level 4s, I played 2 carrier and 3 helix. The ratio on the day was fine for what it was doing, but I have cut down to only 2 and 2 because I feel like that's enough. Like this set, but you do only have the 3 skill 9s as opposed to your 5 skill 1s. That's the reason I was playing the third helix and the shell in the first place, so I had even numbers. But I feel just running the 8 monsters is enough for the deck. Like, you don't want to brick monsters unless you go in second, then you're just playing normal clay again. To the spells, the Qliphort spells I played with 1 laser clip and 1 sacrifice. This card's really good if you open it, like going first, and you accidentally end up having more Qliphorts in your hand because of like draw power. So you can just activate this and then should be over. But the only thing is, the only good thing about it as well is it stops your normal summons from being negated, which most people didn't even realise that this card even had that effect. The amount of times like people were trying to summon my normal summons, and I was like, I have laser clip on field. But this card, I went against someone who didn't play Qliphort, and just explaining what this card did makes me feel like I'm lying. This card has way too many effects. This card should be at 1. This card is dumb. And then I played the most busted card I've ever had the pleasure to draw, which is card Demise. This card nets you so much advantage. Just like, even if you're like in a bad position, you top deck this, you activate it, you're usually back in the game for no good given reason other than I drew this card. Basically this card lets you go first and set a field of 5 back row. Like, something needs to happen to this card or this format could be dumb. And then for your draw power, I played 3 Into the Void and 1 Upstart Goblin. The reason I'm playing Into the Void, because this card makes Into the Void live. Like, if you draw an Into the Void off this card, you automatically have another draw. And if you draw Into the Void off this card, you automatically have another draw. And because this can be the 3rd card in your hand, so yeah, it's like, it's an automatic draw 4 if you get this off card Demise. And Upstart Goblins, just, who got playing them 39 card decks, boy. And then for your searches, you play 3 Pot of Duality and 2 Summoner's Arts. The reason I'm only playing 2 Summoner's Arts is because there's only 2 targets in the deck to begin with. And the amount of times that when I was playing 3, I'd open double Summoner's Art with no back row. And the amount of times, like late game, I just draw dead Summoner's Art. And Pot of Duality is always live. as opposed to Summoner's Art. So that's why I play them ratios. And then I play 2 Necro Valley. This card shuts down probably three quarters of the meta. Burning Abyss have a bad time with it. Cosmo just Regeki plus this is stupid against Cosmo, and against Monarch they can't resolve Priming Grave, they can't reveal Aether in hand, and they can't banish Pantheism, and they can't also banish Frostblast. So yeah, this card, like opening it, wins so many games just because your opponent has to play around that card before they can do anything else. And for the last 2 cards, I played 2 Monarch Stormforth. This card in the meta right now is absolutely stupid. It just gives you a free summon for doing nothing whatsoever. It gets you around ships, it gets you around big monarchs, it gets you around Beatrice, it gets you around Dynasty, and it also baits out number 38 because they have to. It's the kind of thing with Quasar was like, you either negate this and I still play on, or you don't negate this and you lose your monster. So yeah. For the 2 Clig traps, I play Climate Change and Requilate. That can go with Stealth. This card was really good against Cosmo. Just being able to negate that one ship that turn, just so you can just beat over it, it was really good in the fact that it could be targeted then, so you could like just stealth it away. The only problem with Climate Change, before I just rule it off, is it's only good if you see it late game. The amount of times I opened Climate Change was just horrible, and I really don't want that to happen. And I played 3 Strike and the Warning. I know some people are only playing 2 Strike and a Warning, but the fact is I want to see this card in my opening hand. And I know people say it's because life points adding up and stuff like that, but if you're seeing this card in your opening hand, it's better than, oh, I'm going to live more because I'm only playing 2. So yeah, and this card's not that great against Burning Abyss and Monarch because Monarch can play around it with Return, and BA can just chain link. So yeah, Warning was ridiculously good as well. And for other summon negation, I'm playing 2 Chaos Trap Hole. Cosmo can't play if you usually negate that one normal summon they have, and Monarch you negate, you can just banish Aether, banish Erebus, banish Eidos, banish, like the whole deck is light and dark. So yeah, and sometimes you can catch a cheeky Pendulum summon of a Luster, but that's about it. Like these are always sided out against Pepe. And what I think is one of the best floodgates at the moment, Rivalry of Warlords. Unless you're playing against Cosmo, because they decided that Nats, Cosmo can just be broken. We can make Cosmo players cheat. Done. And because you degenerate, you play the 1 Skill Drain to bring them down to your level, and the 1 Emptiness. These cards are just ridiculously good. I don't think I need to explain why. And onto the side deck, I played the 1 Jirachi in the extra deck and the 1 Scrafty in the extra deck. They came up a lot, really. They were really good all day. And because I like Spice, I played 2 Lightning Rod Lords in the side deck. This, in theory, was against Monarch. Basically, you have to open well to get over this. You have to have the little babies and stuff like that. But this actually came clutch against Necros. So it was game 3 against Necros. I opened this, stuck it on board, had this face up. They couldn't play the game. It was so dumb. I played the 1 D-Fissure because I found a German super and it's absolutely beautiful. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Right Geki. With this against BA and Cosmo. I played the 3rd Stormforth for going 2nd. I played the 1 Macro Cosmos, didn't side it in all day. The best card in the side deck by far. 3 Magic Deflector. This card was so dumb all day. Just like setting up a board with this face down, they'd be like, oh, by the way, Twin Twister, nah, it's just a prank, bro. You know, like, oh, reveal off domain, nah, it's just a prank. Shuffle back with what's your Cosmo Town, nah, you're all right. Activate Stormforth, nah, you're good. Like, it's just so dumb. Also, 3 Iron Wall. This was for Cosmo and Monarch. Did the job at the end of the day. If you follow me, like if you know me on social media and stuff like that, I actually posted a photo onto Zodiac where I just had the Floodgate City against Cosmo, and this was the main part of it. Why? And then 2 Quaking Mirror Force. In theory, this was good. In practice, it was terrible. In theory, it was to go against the mirror match because I played Shell, put them face down, attack the game. This should have been Drowning and put into the main deck. So, yeah, I felt this deck, changes have been made to it, and I will be uploading the update list as soon as I get the cards in. I'm just waiting for them to arrive. So yeah, if you ever want to make people cry and prove that your mother didn't love you as a child and you need more hugs, just play this deck at locals and see how much people hate you. So yeah, it's been your boy Chris, and I will see you.